Hello everyone, welcome to a new reading. Today we are going to take off with the group predictions of 2024, and of course I was going to start with 17 as I am a carrot. In this reading we're going to check 3 different questions. Question number 1 will be just a quick energy check for the group. Then question number 2 will be split into 2 parts, which will be one card to have a group prediction and then individual cards to get an idea of every member's individual career predictions, I guess. And then the last question will be any advice or healing messages I have to go through for their 2024. With all of that said, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's jump into the first question, which is just a quick energy check. So how is 17 currently doing? We have the 4 of Swords, we have the 6 of Pentacles reverse, and the 8 of Swords upright. So I find it kind of weird. It is a big group, so maybe some people are feeling one way and other people are feeling a different way. Now I'm saying that because the 4 of Swords talks about someone that is going through a period of relaxation, going through, like, they're relaxing, they're chilling, they're maybe even meditating or resting. So some of the members seem to be in a place where they're pretty comfortable. They're trying to take a break, try to calm their mind. Maybe they're in a meditative state of sorts where they're just trying to enjoy the moment and feel the moment that they're in. The 4 of Swords does talk about stability with the mind. So there's a sense of having clarity. There is a sense of people that are trying to relax as much as possible. And there is also this chance, there is a chance that the group currently is trying to relax because they're about to have a lot more work. I think 17 has been working quite a lot lately, so I don't know if they're having a period to relax right now, or many of them are trying to enjoy as much as possible any little breaks that they can get with the busy schedule that they have as a group. So that seems to be something that's going on here. Now, with the 6 of Pentacles reverse, I have a feeling that the group also feels like they've been putting a lot of... Because to me, the 6 of Pentacles has always meant like an equal give and take relationship. And relationship being quite broad to all the things that it could connect to. So, I feel that currently the group is in a state where many of them have been putting a lot of work and energy towards a project, and it hasn't... And they feel like they may have not really reaped the benefits they had been looking forward to or they had expected. Like, there is a chance of, like, maybe they feel like they're giving a lot of their energy and time, potentially in their career, since it's Pentacles energy. And they may feel like they're not getting enough in return. Like, it's something like they have expectations and they have not really met those expectations somehow. They have goals or certain ideas that they wanted to achieve, and after putting all the time and effort, they feel that it hasn't really been brought into fruition. So one of the things that I'm thinking is that this could potentially be in regards to a project that they're working on. Like, maybe if there's a new album, or maybe they're trying to plan some sort of schedule and it's not really working out, so they've been putting a lot of time and thought into it, or like what they want to do and the best approach towards this goal that they have in mind, and maybe they haven't really had a very successful approach to this goal that they want to achieve. So the 6 of Pentacles could mean that many of them are putting a lot of time and effort and work into something that is not really panning out too well for them, or they feel like they haven't really gotten the results they were aiming for in the first place. And lastly, this is the part where I was like, it's kind of contradictory. We have the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords talks about someone that has limiting beliefs, someone that feels mentally stagnant, or someone that feels imprisoned, or they feel like they're stuck, like they can't move forward in their life because of something that's holding them back. And since this is sword energy, the thing that's holding them back is something within their mind. That's why I was saying limiting beliefs. Now, if you combine this energy of someone that feels trapped or feels like shackled to something because of an idea that they have, or because their mind is very busy worrying about something, that is quite the opposite of this 4 of Swords, right? Which I was talking about, trying to relax, trying to rest, and living in the moment. So that's why I mentioned earlier on that 17 is a big group, because being a big group, you could have some people that are in a very good state where they're calm and they're relaxed, and then you're gonna have another group of people that could be really stressing out about all the things that they have to do with their schedules and their personal life, or just someone that is worrying about a certain outcome to a project that is not really, as I mentioned earlier, is not really working how they had expected it. So that's one of the downsides of having such a big group, is that the energy can be a bit scattered when you have some people more on one side and others on another. Also, with the Eight of Swords, I do feel that currently the energy is one where they could be so stressed that that's why some people are putting a lot of effort and time in trying to relax and enjoy the peaceful moments, and maybe that's why others are very worried that they've been putting a lot of time and effort into something that may not come into fruition, or they're not getting the results that they've been working towards. And the Eight of Swords could just symbolize all of that together, being like, since there's so much stress, everyone is coping with it differently. Some feel stagnant, some feel a bit overwhelmed, and others are just trying to relax as much as possible. I don't think this energy is necessarily bad, but I do feel that this is one where there's just everyone's very busy and there's a lot to do, and because of that, there's a lot to think about in a way. And this thinking is like just the process to accomplish a goal. Okay, now that we have the current energy, let's go to the second question, which is the group predictions. And the first card that we're going to take will be just a general card for all of them. So, what is in store for 17, this 2024? 3 cards came out. I'll take them. Why not? We have Expect Powerful Change with a new moon eclipse. We have Fifth Moon with Hold Your Vision. I said 3 and it's actually 4. Sure, why not? We have Waxing Crescent Moon with Have Faith in Your Dreams. And then we have First Quarter Moon with Your Commitment is Being Tested. I'm going to say this right now. It seems like in 2024, 17 is going to be working all on different things. So everyone's going to start doing their own thing. I'm getting subunits. I'm getting... and when I mean subunits, I do mean like the different teams that they have, like the performance team, the hip-hop team, and the vocal team. But I also feel that they will divide themselves in subunits, like how we have BSS. I've never said their name aloud. It feels so weird. Anyway, I do feel that there might be some more units that are going to be created, or they're going to have projects of sorts where they're going to have different people mixed in here and there that will promote like official stuff. Not like, oh, we just released a song. It's more like there might be a music video and maybe a live performance of it, kind of like the mixtapes that we have been getting for solo members. Like, I think they're going to continue doing that, but I feel that there's like a division, or there's groups here. I don't know how the military service is all... I don't know how that business is working, but we may have the 95 line already start like being pushed into joining and doing their military service. So I do wonder if that will play a role in how the group will be promoting as well. Like, it will, but I don't know if that's something that we should worry about this year or not. Again, I'm not super well informed with that. I don't know if 17 has an execution plan for how they're going to divide themselves on that or not. Regardless, the cards that we have right here, it seems like they're going to go through a lot of changes and a lot of challenges this year as a group. There seems to be like they want to do something big, or they want to create quite a big change. Like, they want to initiate like a new idea or a new way of doing something. That many of them, because of all the purple, many of them feel like intuitively called to do. Like, many of them feel like it's the right time. Now is a good time to do this idea. Now is the perfect, like, the timing is perfect for something that they want to do. I just feel that many of them are not mentally or emotionally prepared with the responsibility behind it, or are not necessarily mentally prepared with all the challenges that they're going to encounter once they start working in this new idea. And I guess this idea is their way or their approach to something. I guess maybe trying some new concept ideas could go under this change that they're going in, but I think it's mainly their approach to something. Again, if they're going to try different subunits, then how the dynamics of how everyone works could be quite challenging for some people. Maybe some of them are going to start taking roles that they're not super familiar with, like some maybe trying to compose more, or some maybe trying to promote in a different way. I don't know. Their approach to something is going to be quite challenging for them because everyone's going to be trying something new, or the timing for something that they really wanted to try and something that they really care about. They're going to start working on that or pushing it out into the surface for people to consume or for people to view or experience. And that will be something that will be very challenging, because not only do they really care about it, but since it's something they've never done, they will encounter a lot of unknown challenges that they don't really know how to fully approach because it's the first time. And all of that will combine into a way that, even though it is going to be very beneficial to them, or it will have quite the impact, they're going to feel a lot of stress. There will be a lot of work, and there will be quite a lot of fear and doubts that will start rising from this new approach or this new project that they're working on or trying to take out into the public. Because we do have 3 cards that are basically saying, whatever you wish for, work hard for it. Like, don't give up. Continue going towards it. Because we have a 5th moon with hold your vision, and we have your commitment is being tested. So it's kind of like they will be put into trial, or they will encounter a lot of challenges and a lot of obstacles that could be quite overwhelming when they first start. And even the have faith in your dreams is like do not give up type of card. So as a group, it seems like this 2024, they're going to try something new that will force them to push forward a lot harder than they have ever done in all of these years as artists. I do feel that this is something they deeply care about, and I do feel that this could be quite a touchy subject. So I do feel that if this is, how should I put it? I feel that they're trying to do something new that a lot of people don't feel very comfortable doing, or a lot of people have not succeeded in it when they have attempted it. So the group is quite, they don't have an example of someone that has been successful doing whatever it is that they're doing. So I wish them the best of luck on that one. And I'm not too sure what it is quite yet, but because I don't really know how their process is changing, that is causing this type of messages to appear in the cards. But let's go to the second part of the second question, and let's just ask how each member is going to be doing individually. I'll go in age order. So I'll start with Scoops. So for this 2024, what is going to happen in Scoop's career? So I'll take the card that came up. So we have Aid. So this year, it seems like Scoops is going to be getting a lot of help from a lot of people, a lot of support. We do have the number 17 on this card, so that seems significant. If we have mercy, charity, and kindness. So this 2024, his career is going to reflect how a lot of people care about him and a lot of people support him. It seems like he's going to notice that there's a lot of people, not only within his close circles, not even within his community as an idol, I guess not beyond the industry that he's in. He's going to notice that there's a lot of people that wish for the best, that are praying for him to do well. And I think he's going to start feeling all of this warmth from people. So in this 2024, he's going to notice that there's a lot of kindness, there's a lot of people, there's goodness in the world. And in his career, this could show that, he's still resting, he's still trying to get better from his injury. So I wonder if in 2024, he's going to start seeing the rewards of all of the kind words that people have been sending him for him to get better. Like, there is a chance that he may be struggling a little bit, because maybe he, as I mentioned in his healing messages that I took out like a couple days ago for you guys, he's getting a little bit not necessarily anxious, but he's already kind of losing his patience, and he's already starting to have his doubts if he's going to get better like he's already like losing his patience. He wants to go out there and get things done. So this card is kind of showing that in 2024 he's going to notice that all the love and support that people sent him did help him in getting better. Now let's check out Johan's career for 2024. So 2 cards came out. We have vow and loneliness. So some of the keywords that we have for vow is wish, hope, and worship. And then for loneliness, we have dullness, disappointment, and isolation. So it seems like for Johan's career in 2024, he's going to go through this period where he's resting, and all of this time that he has alone, all that he will be doing is just trying to connect with himself and align himself, to meditate, to relax, calm his mind so he can get clarity. There is a chance that also during these times when he's on his own, he will try his best to kind of center himself again, become one with himself. So I'm guessing that what he's doing when he's alone is trying to figure out what his goals are and how he's going to approach them, as well to figure out, I don't know why he may have like this existential crisis of sorts. And what I mean by that is kind of like he's going through a period where he's understanding that he's getting older, or he's understanding that life is changing and he has to change with it. I'm not saying that he struggles with change as much as he's trying to figure out what his plans are and how he's going to go about accomplishing those plans or goals. And with this vow, it seems like he's going to, this year for his career, he's going to like promise himself something that he would like to go through with it. And I do feel that he will do a lot of like introspective reflection of sorts. I don't know if that's redundant, but he's going to look a lot within himself to find himself again, or to bring himself back to life. So I guess this year his career will allow him to reflect on who he is as a person, what he wants to accomplish in life, and how he wants to go about doing that. There is a sense of like he will have a lot of time for himself to be able to reflect on these goals, or to reflect on these goals, and to also figure out what it is that he even wants in life. He will make a promise to himself that he will accomplish his goals. Predictions for Joshua's career this 2024. So we have okay with stability, harmony, and acceptance. So I'm not surprised that Joshua was going to get a very positive card. He seems to be doing well for himself. I know that this past year was kind of rough with like the rumors and the scandal, like the dating scandal, unofficially, official, whatever. Like I know that could have been very stressful for him, but I think right now he's doing okay. In the sense of in 2024, he's going to continue steadily working towards his goals, getting his job done. The stability and harmony kind of shows that he's going to, be very grounded and rooted, and that he will have quite the stability to just work in a very effortless way, if that makes sense. It's like there's no problems rising from his part, or like if there's any issues going around, he will be able to survive that and overcome those challenges, because he himself is very grounded. So it's kind of hard for him to be shaken off his center or be shaken off balance. So this 2024 seems like everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be stable. He's going to stay concentrated in his work, and he's going to overcome any issues. He will just get his job done. He will just accomplish whatever goals he has in store or in mind for this 2024. And in his career, he's just going to be doing awesome, basically. So that's what we want to hear, honestly. So now let's check June's career for 2024. So we have external love with eternity, consistency, and soulmate. So for June's career in 2024, it seems like he's going to notice, very similar to Scoops, like a lot of people support him, that love him, that care about him. There might be like a project that he wants to work on that he may be quite nervous about, so he will be very grateful or he will really appreciate all the love and support that people show for it. So I don't know if it's something that he hasn't done in quite a while, or it's going to be something that he will do on his own. So he will feel very cared for and supported when people are, just loving the work that he's doing. With consistency, soulmate, and eternity, I do feel that in this 2024, he could. I guess love could enter his life in 2024, and people may know about it, or as I was mentioning earlier, he will do something that he's quite nervous about, and he will just feel all the love and support people have for him, and that reminder will be something that will really kind of like stick to him, or that's something that will be consistently happening in 2024 that he will be very grateful for, and it's going to be quite like a highlight for him this year. Now let's go on to the next person to figure out what is in store for Hoshi's career this 2024. Oh, we have good news. So a bunch of other cards also fell with it, but we're just going to take the card that was on top. So this is good news, as the card suggests, right? So for Hoshi's 2024, with this good news card, it seems like there's a lot of things to look forward to. I'm getting like someone that puts in like an idea or an application and it is accepted or it goes through successfully. Here we have encouragement, miracle, and surprises. So in 2024, it feels like Hoshi may have a lot of things planned for the fans, or there's a lot of things that he wants to work on, and he will get approval for a lot of those projects that he has in mind. So he will be very happy and content that he will be able to go through with these projects. I do feel that even if it's a lot of work, and even though there's a lot of planning that has to go through with it, it will mean nothing to him, in the sense of he will not feel overwhelmed, he will not feel weighted down with responsibilities. He's just going to go through with it, because whatever it is that Hoshi is planning to do this year, it is something that he really enjoys and he really likes. So he will be very grateful with all the opportunities that will be offered to him and all of the support that he will get with these new projects that he's working on or that he's trying to push forward this year. I also feel that he will be very successful in a lot of the things that he does this year, which will be which will come off as a surprise for him, as we have these 3 words of encouragement, miracles, and surprises. So there will be a lot of unexpected blessings that come his way this year. So in this 2024, Hoshi is going to not only notice that the people that he works with, the people that, the fans that support him and love him are not only there, but also the universe and destiny are on his side and making sure that he succeeds in life and within his career this 2024. So he will definitely feel very blessed and lucky, and like everything that he works on just takes off very nicely, and he will be taking full advantage of that and just continue taking more work out. So a very busy year for sure for him. I also feel like he will get a lot of like personal blessings as well. So a lot of things in his private life, he's going to see that a lot of things are going to go his way, and that there's a lot of blessings for him in that area as well. So even though this is like a career prediction for 2024, I do feel that it is also kind of showing that just like he will do very well in his career, he will notice a lot of blessings and good things entering his life just in general. Now let's go on to the next person and figure out how Wonwoo's 2024 is gonna be like career-wise. So we have propose. We have promise. So the card that we got for Wonwoo was promise, which kind of shows that in 2024 there's going to be a lot of things, a lot of goals that he may want to accomplish for next year. There seems to be like there's all of those goals that he wants to like take care of in 2024 will take a lot of commitment, a lot of his time, because underneath the promise card we have responsible, confirmation, and assurance. So it definitely feels like he's going to do something in 2024 where he will put a lot of his energy and time and effort in, because it will take a lot of responsibility and a lot of commitment to accomplish and approach. There is a sense that he may work with, like, he may have like a partnership of sorts. I don't know. It could be in jewelry, since there's a diamond right there, or it could be a promise that he have made with the fans that he wants to go through with. So either this promise has already been made, or he will make it soon. And I do feel that this promise is something related to his career. So it's probably like a project, or maybe, for some time one was like doing like the game streams of sorts. So I wonder if he may want to continue doing something like that. Something where it's just him and it's a promise that he made with the fans, and then he's just kind of like adjusting to make sure that it's like the best work that he puts out there. Now let's go for Woozi. So what's in store for Woozi's career this 2024? So the card that just came out is Mask, with deception, pretending, and inconsistency. So for Woozi, it seems like his 2024 is going to be kind of crazy and kind of chaotic, because a Mask card makes me think that he will have to put up appearances, or he will have to work with a lot of people that he's not super content with, but it's part of the job. There might be some uncomfortable situations that he may be in. I don't know why. I'm thinking of like maybe like a casual interview where someone is acting in such a way that he's not content with and he's not happy with. And it feels like he will have like his walls up. Like he's going to be very guarded this 2024. I'm not too sure why that may be the case, but I think there might be some discomfort around him. I don't know what he could be uncomfortable with or who, but whatever it is, it will make him, or it will cause him to put his walls up. And I think that's why this Mask card is here. It's like this sense of trying to keep up appearances, a sense of maintaining his reputation, or even, again, as I mentioned earlier, the whole idea of like he feels uncomfortable in some sort of environment or in the company of someone, and because of that he kind of puts his walls up because of the discomfort that he's feeling. So I don't know why that's standing out, but that could be something that is quite a highlight in 2024. Like, I don't think he's gonna feel like this the whole year. I think this is just like a big thing that will kind of jump out to all of us as I guess as fans or as viewers of sorts. Now let's go with DK. So for DK's 2024, we have Nightmare. I think I saw this one was about to come out, with the keyword suffering, darkness, and persecution. So it feels like this 2024 for DK is gonna be quite stressful. I do feel that one of the reasons why this Nightmare card is here is because of how harsh of a teacher he is with himself, or he may be such a perfectionist that it's going to really stand out this year, and it's really going to kind of like oppress him or hold him back a lot. I don't know if he's gonna take risks or not, but whatever it is that he's going to do in 2024, there will be something that will cause him a lot of stress. I don't know if there will be like a scandal of sorts, but there will definitely be something where he's putting a lot of pressure on himself, and all of that stress could bring him a lot of nightmares this year. Maybe there's something that he wants to do that is not really working out. I mean, we did see the Six of Pentacles was kind of talking about that as a group, so this could affect some people more than others. And in this case, I think DK will really feel the pressure kind of weigh down on him, and it will be a bit overwhelming for him, and it could cause a bit of nightmares with this Nightmare card. He may find it very difficult to sleep, or even if he sleeps this year, he will find it very difficult to fully rest. his mind could be very preoccupied with all of the things that he has to do. So he's constantly thinking and he's very busy with his mind and also busy with his schedule. I feel this 2024, he has to take care of his health big time and do a lot of the things that could possibly calm him down and bring him rest, because I do feel that his energy is going to be in a very chaotic, unstable way. And this could be because of expectations that he puts on himself or expectations other people have on him that will cause him to feel quite uncomfortable and very overwhelmed. He may even start doing some shadow work, and that could also put him in a place where it kind of takes him off his center, because all of a sudden he's seeing things completely different, or he has a realization that brings him a bit of distress. Now let's go on to the next person. So what's in store for Mingyu's career this 2024? So the card that I knew this card was gonna come up. I didn't know it was gonna be for Mingyu though. So we have Alleviation with Donation, Prayer, and Religion. So this is very similar to what Johan got. This year, Mingyu's going to be focusing a lot on resting. He's going to maybe take salt baths or meditation, or when he sleeps, he'll work on his breathing exercises or work on something that can help him kind of like detach from overthinking and become a bit more present in the present moment. Also, this card kind of tells me that he's going to start this new routine or this new practice that brings him a lot of relaxation, but also will create like this space where he feels calm and protected. This could be within his mind as much as it could be in his physical 3D space. This routine could be something as simple as it could be something as simple as like washing his face, and as he's doing that, he's kind of like recentering himself and like, you know, maybe in a symbolic way or like in a metaphor, being like cleansing himself from negativity. So something that simple could be what he adds to his routine in 2024, and that can definitely help with his career in the sense that he will be a bit more centered and present. So he will definitely feel supported by like a divine energy out there. There might be a chance that when he talks, people will start noticing that it feels like he's a life coach of sorts. So that could stand out to all of us. Now let's see, for D8's 2024, what's in store for his career. 2 cards just kind of roll down. We have Merit Making and Readiness. So another person that will also be in a meditative state. Now for the 8 is quite common because I usually see him like this. Someone that is always trying to try to center himself and bring himself in a position where he feels calm, relaxed, and collected, where his mind is clear, where he's trying to always enjoy the present moment, where he's trying to stay calm and, as I mentioned, stable and centered. So we have goodness, humanness, and morality. And with readiness, we have preparation, prompt, and arrangement. So I mentioned earlier with the 4 of Swords that some members in 17 will take a lot of care with their breaks and the time they have for themselves to prepare for something. It seems like they're relaxing a lot because they're about to do something big. So I think the 8 is one of the people that definitely have that mentality where whenever he has a break or whenever he has time for himself, he takes it very seriously to just be on his own and kind of cleanse his energy and rid himself of any negative thoughts so that he can kind of come back to himself and be centered and stable once again. So a sense of balance and harmony, he's constantly working towards that because he's preparing himself for the next big thing. So the next schedule, the next project, the next thing that he's going to work on. And any bits of breaks that he gets, that's when he kind of relaxes entirely. So like that he restores his energy and like recharges. So he will be ready for when action has to be taken again within his career. So that seems to be like the main thing he's going to be focusing on in 2024. Figuring out a good way to relax and recharge so that he can be ready for work. The next person will be Sungkwon. So what's in store for Sungkwon's career? We have relaxation, peace, tranquility, and easiness. So even if Sungkwon is working, he's going to make sure that he's enjoying his time. In this 2024, this book makes me think that he will be reading a lot of things that will bring him enjoyment and knowledge that he will be able to use within his career. So how to be more entertaining, but also how to, I don't know, I have a feeling that he will also read books in regards to business or in regards to the entertainment industry. So I don't know if this is like he will keep himself up to date with the latest news. I mean, I think he already does this, so I don't really know how this could be any more important from any previous year, but who knows, maybe the ability that he has to keep up to date will help him stay relaxed. So I don't know if this is kind of like preparing for the worst case scenario, or by staying informed, he always feels ready whenever anyone asks anything about anyone or anything, because he'll be like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, I'm well informed. So he's going to stay up with the latest gossip, and I don't know if he finds that relaxing or if he will do that in his leisure time, where he's just continuously studying how to improve in the industry that he's in, but also staying up to date with what everyone's doing and how everyone's doing. I do feel that something like this could also be very beneficial when he has casual conversations with people, because he will be able to kind of connect with other people. And I mean this like people within his industry. He will be able to connect with them and be like, oh, I remember you told me about this. And when he brings those things up with all of the people that he meets, then they will feel treasured and valued because he remembers something about them. So I do feel that will also bring a lot of good connections in his career. But anyway, with the relaxation card, it feels like this year is going to be a very, not uneventful in like he's doing nothing, but uneventful as in like it seems like it's gonna be pretty positive. So even though there's challenges, it's nothing that he can't handle and nothing that he will be super overwhelmed with. So no tower moments per se. Now for Vernon's career for this 2024, what's in store for him? So the card that was kind of coming out is family, bond, home, and background. So this 2024, there is a chance that Vernon is going to be focusing a lot more in his family, the people that he cares about. There is a chance that he may want to... You know what else I got actually? He may start meeting a lot more people that he will consider family. So one of the things that I got is like if there's some friends that he kind of knew, all of a sudden something happens that like he gets closer to those people, and those are very strong connections that will help him in his career. So his family is going to be doing well in 2024, and if that's the case, I do feel that will help him stay grounded, feel like he's supported, and being able to concentrate in his career. But the other thing that I'm getting is that if he has some, acquaintances or friends, those people will become closer to him. Not everyone, but like some people that will bring him like a good network or a good connection for his career. So people that he may collaborate with, or people that, or you know what else I'm getting as well? He may meet people through his family that will help him in his career, either giving him ideas, opening up his mind, or people that he will end up collaborating with somehow. And it will be and he will meet these people because of his family, either because they're fans of their work or because his family is like friends with these people, and that's how Vernon will start collaborating or working or meeting these other people that will benefit his career. Or maybe Vernon's gonna feel so comfortable with his family that that's like the support system that he needs, so he can rely on, relax, and get rid of any overwhelming responsibilities that could potentially weigh him down. On to the last person, which is Dino. So what's in store for Dino's career this 2024? The card that came out was Fury with offense, madness, and unpleasantness. So I thought it was funny because I saw this card in my mind before when I was picking the decks that I was going to use for the group readings. I was like, okay, which one should I use for the second question? And I saw this once and I was like, okay, I guess I'll go with a Pantha Oracle. And when I did that, one of the cards that came into my mind was this one. Just the imagery of it. I didn't know how I was going to interpret it, but I knew it was going to come up. For example, with the alleviation and the vow one, I kind of did see them too. And I was like, okay, if those come up, I will see that as people that are going to go out of their way to meditate and bring themselves into like this centered place, balance and harmony. But when this card came up into my mind, I didn't even think of anything. I was like, what if that one comes up? I don't know, man. And well, it came up. So for Dino's career, it seems like he's going to be very angry because nothing's going to come out the way that he expects it or the way that he wants it. Now, I'm kind of chuckling and laughing because I don't think it's going to be a super big deal. Like, I don't think he's going to be super angry in the sense of everything is going downhill. Everything is bad. I don't think it's that of a negative or pessimistic way of seeing it. I think in 2024, Dino's career is going to be more of like filled with annoyances. Like, he's going to record something and all of a sudden for the audio is just not picking up. So everything slows down a little bit. So I think it's going to be those type of annoyances that are going to be very frequent and quite prominent in his 2024. So it seems like Dino's going to be pretty upset that things don't work out as smoothly as he wishes they would. But I also don't think he's going to be super angry that he's going to give up on anything or that it will actually bring the mood down in any way, shape, or form. I think it will be more along the lines that he will just find it very annoying that things just seem to not work. So if anything, I think in 2024, Dino's technology is going to fail him quite often. So either his phone stops working or he enters the room and all of a sudden the studio stops working and like something just doesn't, like something got disconnected or whatever, or like something breaks down. I think it could be because his energy is very, it disrupts the frequencies of electricity and magnetic waves. That's me trying to sound smart. I don't really know what could be the case, but all of a sudden Dino enters the room and something breaks. I don't think that's like he's bringing bad luck or anything. I think that's just what's going to happen this year. I don't know. But yeah, he's going to be very annoyed in 2024 because things are just not working out for him. But again, it's like little bumps in the road. It's not anything big or major that we should be worried about necessarily. Or he could feel very moody in 2024, so he's going to have quite some attitude, potentially. But let's go on to the third question, which is just any advice or healing messages for 17 this 2024. So the first card that came out is North Node with Step Out of Your Comfort Zone, which is what we talked about earlier with the Moonology cards that came out in the previous question. And it was this whole idea that it seems like 17 is going to push themselves to go out of their comfort zone or to do something different that they've been wanting to do. And they feel like now it's a very good time to try that out. However, they're still like afraid that it's not going to work out or it's not going to pan out. Or it's going to be super challenging to take off this project and this idea for the fans to see. And because of that, it's going to be quite a challenging year for the group. I did mention that it feels like many of them are going to kind of like separate and do their own little thing. So subunits or solo stuff that they will try to be like juggling around all at the same time. Which could be stressful because some people will have to go out of their comfort zone in order to accomplish whatever goals or projects they're working on this year. So I just want one more card for their healing or any advice for 2024. The card that was about to fall off is Leo, full moon in Leo with Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way. So one of the first things that I'm getting with the whole pride thing is actually for people to not get on their high horse of sorts. Kind of like the idea of like my way or the highway. I do feel that in 2024 the best advice for the group is for everyone to stay as flexible as possible, because the change that they may be going for could be something that everyone has an idea of what it looks like and how to get there. So everyone will have to kind of negotiate the best approach to this goal, because everyone's going to have a different point of view, a different perspective, and even a different way of what this goal or this thing that they're working on should accomplish or how it should look like. So for example, if some of them are working on a project that is supposed to be like these little groups as I mentioned, like subunits. So you have like different subunits that are going to be taking out different things at a specific schedule or in a specific order. I do feel that many of them may have like a bit of arguments of like who should go first, or like what mood everything should go in, if they should even be connected, or something along those lines. Like whatever goal they have in mind, or whatever approach they are working towards this 2024. Like, I don't know what this new thing is necessarily, but whatever that new thing is, I do feel that many of them have an idea of what it should look like, how it should feel, or how to accomplish it. And that's where some fights could, or when some of their clashing energies could clash. And that's why I do feel that this Leo energy is like, don't stay too fixed in your way of thinking on how you're going to accomplish this and how this is supposed to look like. So there's a sense of like, be flexible this 2024 type of vibe. And also with don't let pride get in the way, is like if anyone makes a mistake of any sort, that they should be open to admitting that they made a mistake rather than continue fighting of like, oh shit, things should be done my way, even if it's not the most efficient or whatever. Also, the other thing that I'm getting is that with this going out of their comfort zone, it could hurt some egos here. And what I mean egos is like, many of them already have an idea of how to do the things that they do. Everyone already kind of knows what their role is within the group. So if any of them is going to like go out of their way to take a risk and do something different for themselves or for the group that they're working on, and I say that because I do feel there will be like subunits of sorts. I do feel that some egos could be hurt in the sense, I don't think necessarily of like backlash or people fighting, but more along the lines of unmet expectations. So if any of them is like, I want to do all of these things, and then when they start working on it, they realize that it's not as easy as they thought it would be, that could be like an ego breaker of sorts. And kind of like just being disappointed that things are not as easy as they thought it would be, or they do everything right but somehow it doesn't really take off. That could also be an ego death, or like them feeling this huge disappointment. I don't think it's anything super bad as much as it's just part of their growth as individuals. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was quite lengthy, but of course it was going to be that way because 17 has 13 members, but I enjoyed it all the way through. Also, my technology was failing me, so I kind of understand where Dino's coming from, because same, me too. I was recording and then my phone was like, forget your video, I'm out. I don't know, I think it was overheating, and that's why it was like, I do not want to explode, so I'm gonna chill. And I was like, no, so I had to take a break. Which could be the best advice for many of the members this year, is like, if things are not really working out, if they can afford to take a break, just take a break. Just kind of like close your eyes and like not look at it for a couple minutes, so like that you can kind of like recenter yourself. That kind of energy will be very beneficial for many of them, especially since it seems like the group is trying to do something completely different, something new that they haven't done before, which is going to be quite challenging because they don't have an idea of how to, they don't have like an example that someone was able to succeed in this, so they don't have an idea of how to go about it. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys like this reading. I hope you guys enjoy it. I will see you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is, and love and healing from my part to you, and bye.